In order to get any sort of reach, you need...
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Creators Lunch Table. And today we have another great question. Actually, it's a two-parter. And we're going to actually answer both of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to, as always, play the message. And if you're wondering if this is your first time here, we are actually going to play it. But if you would like to submit your own voicemail, asking a question and pulling up a seat here at the Creators Lunch Table, all you need to do is
go to speakpipe.com/live video school and submit that message. Once again, it's at speakpipe.com/live video school. 90 seconds, not a second more. Get that question in. We'll be able to answer for you.
And actually, this guy, he sent like 6 questions. So he just took advantage of that voicemail, which is fine. It's totally fine. It's Marlon, I believe it is. So anyway, we are going to answer this question, and then we're going to listen to the question, then we're going to answer the question, and we'll dig in. So let's go ahead and let's hit play on the first one.
My videos on my channel at youtube.com/Marlon Sanders are kind of stuck in the 200 view range unless I use somebody's big name like, I don't know, Myron Golden. But no matter what thumbnails I use, no matter what titles I use, none of it seems to make a difference. The views just seem stuck. And I make fairly long videos, but not nearly as long as you're doing. I'm just wondering, why, I guess, or better stated, do my titles suck and I don't know it, or do my thumbnails suck and I don't know it?
I love how you added that at the end. That's funny. Here's my thing on it. So I don't have your channel pulled up right now, but if we're gonna get down to like what's the issue or what's the reason behind it all, it's gonna go into diving into your analytics to get the true answers to all this, which I don't have access to anyway. That's gonna be what your homework is, which is this: views. Or sorry, let's go to this. Impressions first. Let's talk about impressions. Okay. In order to get any sort of reach, you need impressions, meaning you need people to scroll past your videos on a homepage, on a suggested, in search, all of that. That's the only way you're going to get views, is the impressions, okay? If you only have 1,000 impressions, it's very hard to get a lot of views. You'll probably get, on average, on 1,000 impressions, depending on how the click-through rate is. I mean, you might get 20 views, maybe 50 views. You're not going to get much, okay? Now, that's impressions, okay? Impressions lead with, titles go into impressions. So you need to have a strong title to get the impressions. So the first thing I'm going to say is, before I even talk about your thumbnail or any of that, the way you're going to know if your title is good is if you have impressions. If you aren't getting impressions, yes, the title sucks, right? Title sucks if you're not getting good impressions. Good impressions would be, let's say for us, we know by like the 3rd hour, we need to have usually over 4,000 to 5,000 impressions for our channel in those times. Now, that doesn't mean down the road it can't get pushed, okay? Right. A lot of people, it depends. We've been making a lot of videos, so we get quicker results. However, I have people that they don't get hit till the 2nd day, so they make their judgment call on the 2nd day at the 12th hour, right? But if your impression still after 2 days is not, close to 10,000, I would say 5,000 to 10,000, then it's a title issue, right? We're going to switch that title up. Now, let's say I am getting good impressions, Scotty. I'm getting pretty good impressions. I'm able to look at that, but my click-through rate, okay, that's the next thing I'm going to look at. My click-through rate is under 5%. That's a thumbnail issue, okay? Click-through rate we want to have above 5%, but it has to have the right amount of impressions. A lot of people look at it and they'll be like, I have 1,000 impressions in my click-through rate is 20%. You only have 1,000 impressions. So that's not hard to do. Once you get more impressions, what happens to that click-through rate? It starts coming down,
and that's because the YouTube is pushing it. So I wanted to stop here just because we have to talk about why does the click-through rate go down as you get more impressions, and a lot of times it's because then it starts to get pushed out to a colder audience.
Yeah, different audience.
An audience that is maybe not familiar with you, or maybe it's they're testing out because they don't know who your niche is yet, right? In the very beginning, it's getting pushed out to who YouTube knows, usually your subscribers who already have watched a video, or obviously they did if they subscribed, or have seen one of your other videos. So that's why your click-through rate could be higher in the beginning and it's going to come down, and usually will.
Yeah. And there's not saying either that your click-through rate couldn't go up.
True.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I actually did a test the other day, which we are going to do a case study on. You guys will figure this out soon. But shot a video on a totally different niche on a channel that was a totally different niche.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first day, maybe had 1,000 impressions. The click-through rate was like 2%.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Right? I didn't change it though.
Mm-hmm.
I left it, right? Title change, okay. I started getting impressions, okay. Click-through rate went from that 2% to I think now it's sitting at like 6.1.
Mm-hmm.
No thumbnail change,
Mm-hmm.
okay. But it's getting to the right audience now. Now that was on a channel that was dead that I changed over, so it's throwing it to different audiences. YouTube's trying to figure it all out right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. Your click-through rate might be low in the beginning because maybe you haven't put enough videos out, so they don't know what audience. They're just kind of putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But once it hits the right audience, it might spike up.
Sure.
We don't know. So that's where it's like, okay, kind of we read how many impressions, then we read the click-through rate at that point. And you also got to see if, and this is why we say, take swings, take at bats, put as much content out as possible so you can read analytics. If you have 2 videos out, your analytics are not going to show you what you need more. What you need. Yeah. You need more analytics out there so then we can read it, because you might see, we have people, remember Russ, and we have even Blaze, even like we have a bunch of people in our 1K collective that we've looked at. We know at the second day, at the 16th hour, they get a boost of impressions, and usually their views are either going to go up or down. Their click-through rate's either going to go up or down at that specific time, and it's like clockwork. Mm-hmm. That you got to read your channel. You might notice that on the 3rd day. Mm-hmm. There's channels that it takes 3-4 days for it to even get to a push, right? And that's normal. Eventually, it will get to, we were like that. And then eventually it got to where now it's like in the first couple hours. Mm-hmm. Even YouTube tells us, look at the data after the first 5 hours and see where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So this does come down to the title in the very beginning. And that's the thing that you have to start to kind of look at. But you also have to start understanding your own analytics. Title, one of the most important things.
Yeah.
We have a resource if you need help with titles. It is 10 of our top outlier titles. We call them outlier titles because they perform the best when a channel has low subscribers, high views. And we've had our own over the years. So if you would like a copy of that, just go ahead and put hooks in the comments. Just put hooks in the comments. We'll send you a copy of that. All right. So it does start with there. And then I just wanted to touch on one thing. If you are going off of other people's names, nothing wrong with that. As long as those people are aligned with your niche. Mm-hmm. That's it. Okay. Yep. I mean, we did a video probably around 6 months ago now. Yeah. And it was basically about Dave Ramsey. Yeah. I recorded a video for Dave Ramsey's audience. That was literally the title, that don't have any money for retirement. And my whole idea was, if I can get in front of Dave Ramsey's audience and say, hey, YouTube would be a great way to supplement your income, it'd be awesome. I got a lot of views, but they weren't the right people. Mm-mm. They were like, but I don't ever want to start a YouTube channel. Like, not even interested. Yep. So it made me realize that that's not our audience. Mm-hmm. So you have to be careful with that as well. Yeah. Yes, you can get the views, but are the views going to really help your channel grow to who you want to reach? Anyway, that's that. Let's listen to the second question that Marlon had submitted. Here we go.
Hi, Marlon Sanders. Love your YouTube channel. How incredible. So my question is, I like to stream to multiple places using Talk Studio. And what I'm wondering is if that decreases my views on YouTube, if my views are penalized. I've heard my views are penalized, but I see that you use StreamYard, which is not too dissimilar. So that's my question.
This one here, I'm just going to say, I don't believe that you're being penalized. Now, people say, and what he's talking about is like not natively being on the platform. So like when we use StreamYard, which, by the way, if you're not streaming yet and you want to start, doing live streams, I definitely recommend StreamYard. And StreamYard is a simulcast type platform. And there's a lot of other ones out there. But you're not posting the video or the live necessarily as you are StreamYard. It's literally like logging into your account, you're connecting it, and you are using the live stream inside of that. So for people to say that you're going to get penalized, I don't believe that you will.
No, yeah.
But again, I'm not the algorithm.
Yeah.
But we don't look at it as
but it's also a live stream.
It is a live stream. It's completely different. So there's a whole nother algorithm for a live stream versus the other. But now I will say this, when you are live streaming, you get like one side of the algorithm, like for live viewership. And then once the video ends, it now is treated as a regular video.
Yeah.
So you can totally, and we like to do that, where it's like you post it, you get some live viewers, great. And then from there, you get the after effects of it. Yeah. So I just say, like, if you have 3 different channels, like let's say that you also wanted to go to Twitch because they're integrated with Twitch.
Yep.
You wanted to go on X. You can do that. It's not going to hurt anything.
Yep.
And if you want to get more reach, then do it if you already have an audience there. But I wouldn't necessarily say just set up all of these different channels to do it because you think you're going to have more reach. Yeah. Unless you don't have an audience there yet. I would just primarily stick with YouTube. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I'm with you on that. Okay. I would just stick with YouTube.
And if you are doing or you want to do the live streams, StreamYard. Yeah. If that's the one that we like. There's a link in the description.
Super easy to use. Also, we like that it's a local recording as well. So if you do want to repurpose that and make a video out of it, you'll have the clean visual or video and audio and all of that from your live stream rather than having to stream it off of YouTube or whatever platform and it kind of be all.
Yeah, because, well, that's a great point you bring up, because if you have any internet issues.
Yes, correct.
On your side, it's going to be clean. Yep. And then whoever you're with, like him, yours is going to be on your computer, but then it's going to upload it to the cloud.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. So if you've gotten value from this, do us a favor, smash the like button. That'd give us a little love. And if you do want that resource, you can just comment hooks down below and we'll give it to you. And that's going to pretty much wrap up this session. If you do want to submit a question, go to speakpipe.com/live video school. Once again, that's speakpipe.com/live video school. And as always, guys, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action. Woo. All right. We nailed it.
You know what I'm going to do right here, since you guys are the insiders? I'm going to put a little clip. This is all our mess ups real quick of the ending and how he's been doing this. How long have you been doing this?
I was doing it on the other podcast for like 9 years.
9 years. Okay.
I wanted to bring it back.
Here's a little clip of that.
And as always, remember, guys, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must say it with me. Say it proud. Say it loud. Say it proud.
You keep messing up. It's not me. It's you. You say this for years.
All right, guys. And as always, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
No, you're just too laughing now.
No, I was going to keep this in.
No.
No, don't do
that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, guys. As always, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must say it with me.
Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it proud.
Say it loud. All right, here we go.
It's not like you've been doing it for years.
I got you now in it now. It's different.
We're saying it at the same time.
It's off. I'm off. All right, you guys, you are here right now. And if this is your first time at the Creators Lunch Table, this is what happens at the very end. Everyone else is left. We kind of stuck around. Yeah. You kind of hung around. And we want to know that you are part of the insiders of the Creators Lunch Table, the ones that stays a little bit longer and that just can't get enough of this stuff. So what we want to do, we always do this at the end of our podcast, is we wait and then say, hey, if you're here, say a little keyword to let us know that you're here. Mm-hmm. And so that keyword is going to be, do you know what the keyword's going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to have one because it's going to be today's, since it's getting posted today. This is going to be the one for
today. This is the one for today?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be Mother's Day. So just comment Mother's Day or Happy Mother's Day, right? We're just spread love for all the mothers out there.
Mother's Day.
My wife's going to be a first Mother's Day, but I mean, we're going to have that in 4 weeks from now, time of recording this. We're going to go, not any sooner. Let's wait 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day as of the time we're recording this right now.
All the moms out there.
Yeah.
And to my wife, who's been an amazing mom. I think she's been a great mom to you. And all of our kids and our grandkids now. And to the moms that aren't here.
Yeah.
My mother, your grandmother, your mother's mother, who isn't here. And anyone else, great day. So we're going to leave you with that. So Mother's Day.
Yeah, put in the comments.
Put that in the comments. We'll know you've been here at the Insiders Creators Lunch Table.
And we'll see you on the next episode.